Take a look at your styles. If you're not happy with the colors or the fonts, you can go into your themes and you can change your themes to something that has more oomph or better fits what you're trying to do. So make sure that you have one applied. Make sure that you have relatively high contrast between the front and the back. So you can see it's very easy to change those. So depending on what options you have, you can make changes by double clicking on them. So this would be my initials, so I'd put an MW, and then you can put in your address, and you just click on each area and replace the text. And you don't have to put in your real address. You can use the same one I'm using, which is the address of the college. You can make up your phone number if you'd like. If you don't have a fax, you shouldn't include it. You can just delete that. And be thinking about your email address. It should be an email that you actually check, and it should be something fairly professional. If you're job hunting, you wouldn't use your work email address, which I have listed here. You should potentially create an email address just for your work, something that's appropriate, usually some variation on your name. When you're done editing the header, you can hit close, and then your objective should tell about what you are looking for in a job. So it might be looking for the opportunity It's always good to be looking for an opportunity or something like that. You don't want to come in and say, I'm going to run the company, and not every resume includes an objective, because sometimes if you're applying for a specific job, you may choose not to. Now, your experience should always start with the most current experience first. So if I were working on a resume, I would put August 2000 to current because I'm still working here, and then you would list details about what you do there. And you should state something of your accomplishments. So, as department chair, and you can use this in bulleted lists. You keep things clean. And you just keep going. If you always start from your most current position backwards, you typically want to go back at least 10 to 15 years if you have that much work experience. You would drop off things that are older and not relevant. I was a grocery bagger when I was younger. I don't need that information. Education, same way. When you're listing information here, you'd list if you were part of any teams, special honors, and generally a question a lot of people give me is, should you include your GPA? And my answer is yes, if it's 3.0 or higher. And again, you would make sure to copy and paste if you want to put in more, or delete if you don't want them. Skills, you often will do this as a bulleted list as well. So for me it would be, I might break them down into areas: programming languages, Java, COBOL, JavaScript, and then I might also have one section here for programs, where I might list Photoshop, Illustrator, etc. So I'm looking for you to create your own resume. I want you to get used to working in a template and be able to edit and modify. Pick a theme that you like. When you complete this, hand it in as your name-resume.